Serba Dinamik is engineering solutions provider company, and in terms of historical journey of this company, it's 26 years of incorporations from day one in 1993. And I would say that through that 26 years of journey, we have achieved one very important successful milestone, which is to get the Serba Dinamik Group to be approved and listed onto the Bursa Malaysia Stock Exchange market. So that was way back about 2.5 years ago, and I would say that from that important milestone that I mentioned, it have moved Serba Dinamik Group to a different level from the aspect of the solutions that it is providing. And then the second thing is one of the major company that is operating in the territory of Malaysia and also outside of Malaysia in other 21 countries at the moment. So what do we provide is a company which is quite known in the oil and gas industry, providing operation and maintenance services, EPCC, engineering, procurement, construction and commissioning. And recently we have launched our IT capabilities, and within that IT capabilities is one of the frontier technology, what we call Industry Revolution 4.0. And I need to stress that this IR 4.0 is a frontier technology that also help to enhance and add value to the core competency of the services that we are providing, which I mentioned just now, which is the operation and maintenance and also the EPCC. IR 4.0 is a frontier technology which we use it to add value to the solutions that we are providing, especially in the scope of the operation and maintenance. So people were a bit curious, how does this IR 4.0 relate to the operation and maintenance services that we are providing? If we look from the technical theory aspect of IR 4.0, there are 9 pillars that support this IR 4.0. And then among some of the important pillars inside there will be the pillars which is related to cloud computing technology. And this cloud computing technology evolved in such a way that data compilations and collections has reached a very massive, sizable kind of situation. So the normal server and so on could not accommodate all this big data. So the cloud technology come in and play this particular role. And the other things, when we talk about IR 4.0, people will always touch on IoT, Internet of Things. And this Internet of Things are very much related to gadget, device or sensors that can retrieve informations and data to a much fine-tuned level of information. We have internal brainstorming. We look around and look at what are the technology and practices that has been used by different practitioners. So here comes this Industrial Revolution 4.0, IR 4.0, and it more or less motivates us, my internal team, to study, to appreciate, and to understand and package technological solutions to our customer. And we started off as a proof of concept, POC. And that proof of concept turned out to be successful. It helps the customer to save millions of their money. How do they conclude millions of money? Because the assets, upon earlier symptom that has been diagnosed, took the effort to rectify it, and thus it avoid unplanned shutdown or loss of productions, which is going to happen if these informations or this analysis using AI has not been utilized earlier. So I think from there it turns into contracts, and words goes around, and other asset owners also came in trying to use the same frontier technology. So that is more or less the historical background. How, based on this rationale and belief that we have, we are developing apps and other software solutions to look at this particular market. And I would say that we started off with simple applications like applications to manage parking using QR code technology. And I would say that as of today, when we roll out, we have about roughly 20 sites which is install this particular system. And here comes the technology to allow vehicle and people to go in and park, and later on when they go out, it will still work if the Wi-Fi system is down, because a lot of technology which you use is tied up to the Wi-Fi. But the technology or the system or the apps that we design very much use QR code technology, so it does not tie up to all this availability of internet Wi-Fi, which will have difficulty if there is a breakdown on those kind of system. So far it's running very well. And the next question will be the cashless payment system. We call it as our quick pay. And this quick pay will ease the user of these apps that they can just top it up and use it to go and park their vehicle. So other things related to that will be if the parking lot is in a shopping mall, commercial center. Of course, it will help the user if they can be briefed or informed through advertisement that on this day, on this week, there is all these sales going on at which retail lot and so on, and it connect it out to the route, the way to go to that particular locations. So it will help all these user in a tremendous easy way. And more things we are putting into this system that we have created. Serba Dinamik has the belief and is really putting all the initiative and effort to further enhance this in-house knowledge capabilities. And everybody knows that this technology is advancing, evolving very fast, and we need to be updated, and we also need to intensify our own in-house research and development so that we can do the necessary improvement in accordance to the data of the respective customer that we have.